Hello and welcome to the Coaches Show. This is Gary Livengood along with head basketball coach Barry Sanders. Coach, you've been into practice a little over 2 weeks, and really no one in the team can really guard Murray or Golf underneath the boards. You got a scrimmage coming up. You had a scrimmage with Weir. Was there a little competition in the scrimmage with Weir?
Yeah, they had a couple good. They had a decent 6'5" kid that gave us some problems, but both Murray and Golf are both strong. I don't think anybody's going to that we play. I mean, I don't care who it is. Even Martinsburg and Morgantown. I don't think anybody can play them one-on-one. They're just talented. They're strong, and what people don't realize it's like Tom Yetcher said. Murray's fast. I mean, he's got quick feet. He can go around you in a heartbeat. He's strong, and Golf just jumps out of the gym. And, you know, the Weir scrimmage was I think we beat him by 30, something like that, 70-40 or 68-38, whatever it was. And of course, Murray and Golf led us. But my guards did a good job too. So far this year they've done a great job.
What were some of the weak areas that you're going to need to work on before you start into the regular season from the Weir scrimmage?
Well, the Weir scrimmage just made us realize that we have to rotate the basketball. I mean, we got into that funk last year at the end of the year where we get down one side of the floor and we'd either shoot it or throw it into the post and they'd shoot it. You can't do that. You have to rotate the basketball. So we've kind of set our offense up into phases. We started in this room. We go 2-on-1. It's the first thing you can get. The second thing you can get is 3-on-2. And the next thing you can get is sideline break with fills. And then the next thing after sideline break is you run your offense right from it. And we put in kind of a new offense for it. And so far the offense has been real good. Kids understand it. And first 2 games they did a nice job at it.
So now after the Weir game, you got a little indication of where you stand. But now you step up a notch and you're down to Cabell Midland, a AAA school in the Kanawha Valley area, which is expected to have a pretty good team. How did the scrimmage go down to Cabell Midland?
The way we shot, we shouldn't even been in the game. We were 4 for 26 in the first half, so that's not going very good. But we come back second half, and I think it was a tie. I don't know. I'm not sure. The scorebook had it as a tie, but the kids played well as far as playing hard. But the good part about the scrimmage, from that day on, they realized we can't just come down and shoot the ball on one side. And, started in the first 2 games, we rotated the ball real well, and the kids realize it now. So that scrimmage was very valuable, whether we, I think we only scored, 58 points, something like that. But the kids realize you have to rotate the basketball.
How's your new offense? I know you're working on some new offensive sets for these boys. How's the new offensive philosophy going?
Well, like I said, it goes in stages. We're going to try to get 2-on-1 every time. We're in 3-on-2, and of course, what I've said, move into your offense. And then once you're into your offense, they run their, it's kind of like a Connecticut offense. We let them have a little freedom with it, but they have to get their spacing. And so far, they know their spacing. And so far, they've thrown it inside. And so far, they've been very unselfish, every one of them, which is good.
Coach, now looking at the 2010-2011 team, the Preston Knights probably had the potential to be one of the best basketball teams in the Preston High School history. You have size, you have strength, you have experience from the starters, you have team chemistry, you have shooting. Can we be the best team? 91, 92, or 92, 93?
You got to remember something. You left out one word: luck. Whether it's a luck in the weather, whether it's luck getting to have practice.
No injuries.
No injuries. I mean, all that has to do with basketball. You can have the best team in the world. Injuries, snow days every other day. You just can't afford that stuff. I mean, I really don't mind snow days at the first of the year. When I hate them is at the end of the year when you can't practice. And you just keep going and going and going like we did last year, and all you did was play games. You didn't have time to correct anything. You couldn't have practice to correct anything. And time you got to the end of the year, you have 1 day before sectionals or 2 days before sectionals. It's tough. You don't have time to correct things. You just have to keep going with what you got and hope that you can handle it.
Yeah. Scrimmage, Cabell Midland, you come back, and Mother Nature wrecks the opening of your season against Elkins up at Elkins on December 7th. I know you wanted to start the season early because of the snow and weather factors during the regular season. But again, Mother Nature steps in, and the Elkins game is rescheduled. Luckily, you got the Tucker game in, which we'll talk about, but you rescheduled the Elkins game for Saturday night.
And we got it in too. So we're 2 games ahead. It's not like I'm just happy to have 2 games ahead because, we have games snowed out. We have 4 one-game weeks. We have plenty of time to reschedule them if we can have some decent weather. That's no problem, I wanted to play these 2 games early. A lot of teams in the state played 2 games early. Tucker ended up with 1. We end up with 2. To me, we got 2 games in. Now we get to go play Morgantown.
Yeah.
Usually we just play Morgantown.
Yeah, normally you open up with Morgantown. And let's look at the preseason poll. Some of the teams that you're going to play. Wheeling Park came out in the preseason poll, ranked number 1. GW and South Charleston were tied for number 2. Logan, a team that you play later on down at Logan, the defending state champion, was ranked number 4. Martinsburg 5. You get down to Martinsburg and play Martinsburg in the Christmas tournament. Morgantown's number 7. You open up with them Tuesday night.
So you got to figure we play 4 or 5 top 10 teams.
Capital's 8. Fairmont Senior 14th. They've got you 15th preseason poll. Tucker County was ranked 3rd in the single A preseason poll. So
the polls that matter, I think, when they start in January. When you get 5 or 6 or 7 games in, and then they start doing the polls. It's because they base a lot of the polls now, your preseason, on what you did last year.
But you look at that, you got 4 teams that you're going to be playing in the top 10. So you've got a pretty strong schedule.
You got 2 of the top 7 or top-ranked team are in our region. So it's going to be a tough year, but these kids have worked hard, and I think they're ready to go.
Preston opens on the road Friday up at Tucker County, and also you open up on the road on December 11th, Saturday night, against Elkins. Tucker, you go up to Tucker, Tom Gutshaw, single A school, always has a good ball team. Coming out of the semifinals of the state single A tournament last year. Start off real slow. Tucker, 7-7. And after that tie, it was nonstop. You didn't even look back.
I think it was 22-7 in the first quarter. And then we had a little poor second quarter. We only scored 8 points, but we held them to 5. So I think we're up 32-15 at half. And then going into the third quarter, we kind of turned it on a little bit, and the post took over. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Tucker has a good team. They have Logan Snyder back, his little brother back, and they have that one kid on the wing back. And then we just played great defense. Probably the best game we've ever played up at Tucker, because they're a strong team up there. They shoot well. They run the court well. The Snyder boy, I think Golf and Murray won. I thought they were going to have a nice easy layup. He came from behind him and slammed it off the board. So, and he's a good player, and they'll win the majority of their games. Just like last year, they had 1 loss. Us. They're not going to lose too many games.
But again, he started off kind of slow. Then he took charge after in the first quarter. But the second quarter, you kind of slowed down a little bit. You only scored 8 points.
We didn't slow down. We were 2 for 11 from the field. I had enough shots. If you make more than 2 for 11, you'll be all right.
Tucker County seemed to be pushing their defense back in, and you had 10 threes, and Bronson Connie came out and just lit the basket up in the 3-point range. You had 10 for the game, but Tucker kept pushing it back in against Murray and Golf.
Well, they knew they couldn't stop. There's not many teams going to stop Murray and Golf unless you double them. And I think Connick had 3 threes, and then Cody Thompson had 3 threes. And then we had 4 other guys with threes. Murray and Golf both had a 3 on what I told you we do. 2 on 1, 3 on 2. Then we get down into the offense, and all the trail man is always the post. Mm-hmm. Well, they both popped one from top of the key because they both can shoot threes too. So 10 threes has got to make teams wonder, God, we're going to have to cover them inside and out. And it's going to be tough. And Elkins had a tough time doing that the other night.
And you're up 35-15 at halftime.
It was 30-15.
30-15 at halftime. Excuse me, 30-15 at half. And again, you had balanced scoring. Murray comes out with a double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Cody Thompson had 13 points. In his first real start of the season, Bronson Connick comes out with 12 points and 10 trays. So you took what they gave you.
Well, we like I said, the new offense gets the guards free in the corner. because if you don't let them free in the corner or cover them with somebody, then somebody's going to be open at the post, and you got to take whatever medicine the team dictates. If they're going to double the post, then we're going to shoot the three.
Foul line 8 for 12.
Not very good.
Not
You
much.
got to remember something. Golf missed all of them. Oh, well, he missed 3 of them. He was, I think he was
3 for 6.
3 for 6. So he missed 3 of them. He's having just a little trouble from his 81% foul shot.
I was going to say he shot in the 80s last year.
We keep telling him he's falling away, and he doesn't believe it. So I need to film. I need to film him. I got to get Mr. Blake to film him on the foul line so that he'll realize that he is falling away a little bit. But foul line was pretty good. I mean, I'll take 8 for 12. I'll take 16 for 24. I'll take 24 for 32. The thing I don't like is we only shot 12. I told the boys, I don't want 12 foul shots. I want 20 a game or more. Yeah. I can go back through all my scorebooks. When we shoot 20 or more foul shots, we win 90% of the time.
Because you're usually shooting around 70% or more from the foul line.
In the last 3 years, we've averaged over 70% as a team, which is very, very good. And that's with a 28% shooter, Yeah. And so we've done a real nice job so far.
Win number 1 against Tucker, 68-45, on the road. Again, Saturday night, you're on the road again. You go up to Elkins and play Elkins. A non-conference game against Elkins. And they returned a couple good basketball players.
Their point guard was back, and then Nick Hammond was back. And Nick Hammond scored 30 or 31 against West Fairmont the other night. So, we made sure that we could shut him down by, whatever guard had him in our zone offense wasn't in help position. In other words, if I think I have a shooter that's going to hurt us, whatever guard, whatever forward is on that side, and they're in his territory, they don't have 1 foot in the lane or 2 foot in the lane. They have nothing but him, and it makes a difference.
Well, Elkins is coming in. They had a big loss against Fairmont West. Pardon me, earlier in the week, 69-51. You started working the ball down inside against Elkins.
Well, you bring it used to it because that's what's going to be. We're going to put the boys are probably the most. I mean, I was really proud. The most unselfish game. I mean, I seen post throw to guards for layups. I seen guards throw to post, and I seen guards throw to the post, and the other post had a layup too. So he gave it to his buddy, and it was a very, very good unselfish ball game.
Only 1 tray on the evening, so again, your offense is taking what the defense is giving you.
Yeah, they pulled it out on us, and so we put it inside, and the thing is, the Tucker game, trays, we were 10 for 22. I'll take 10 for 22 every night, and I'll win. And then against Alcos, we were 1 for 5. It's not good, but we only took 5. I'm proud of them. That's a great job, only taking 5. I just think if the kids play unselfish ball like that, they're like I said, everything you said is right, but that one word, luck. You got to have some luck in everything you do when it comes to playing and preparing for a basketball game.
And Nick Heyman for Elkins, a leading scorer and tray shooter and an all-state player from last year. You held him down to 16 points last?
No, 13.
13 points.
13 points. He had something in his face all the time. And we could do that a little better because they're not real talented at the post. So whoever had the post, whether Murray or Goff, whichever side the ball was on, the other people were not. They don't have to help at the post, and it makes a difference.
You start off against Elkins, you're up 22-7 into the first quarter. Just a great first quarter. You turn around and end up at halftime, 44-15.
The boys turned it on pretty good in the first and second quarter. There was no lapse or being tired from the Tucker game. They did a nice job.
You took care of the basketball.
That's another thing I mentioned. Up at Tucker, we had 4 turnovers, and at Elkins, we only had 3. Now, you give me 4 and 3 turnovers and 33 foul shots and shooting the way we've been shooting, we'll be tough to beat.
You lack experience on the bench, but Tucker game, the subs got a lot of playing time. Elkins games, the subs got a playing time. And RT Golf, both games, I think RT, for a guard,
RT can come in and score for you.
He's doing well.
He needs to work a little harder on his defense and ball handling, but he threw a couple passes in the post. He's a quick 6 or 7 points. So and he's got some experience. He's a senior, and then Sean Johnson's a senior, and Derek Johnson's very valuable. He can come in for any guard, and he's so quick with his feet. He can replace a point guard or a wing. I wish he'd improve a little bit on his shooting. He hasn't shot very well yet. But he ain't shooting 15 a game. He's only shooting 2 or 3, which is, if you're not shooting the ball, putting it in the hoop, he dishes it out, which is
he
good.
knows what his role is.
He does. He's a good boy.
Shane Murray just had an outstanding night. Had a double-double, 23 points, grabbed 13 rebounds for you.
Yeah, they did. You got to remember 22 of them points in the first half. He only shot 3 times second half. But he had 4 foul shots. He missed all 3 or 4, and he missed all of them. So, Shane had a great game. He's hard to stop. He got in the habit a couple times, and he knows what he was doing. He'd power dribble with the ball with the back of the basket. That doesn't do no good. Doesn't do any good to put the ball down by your knees where the little munchkins can get it either. And he did that a couple times. But he's so tough and strong. He's off to a good start for the year.
Colton Golf, double-double, 13 points, 17 rebounds. How many of those were offensive rebounds?
Well, he was up so high on a couple of them that he just had easy tip-ins. He made one and missed one. But he came over and said, I can't believe I missed that. And I told him, I said, from now on, Colton, don't go up to tip the ball in. Go up to dunk it. Just go up and grab the ball and just ram it through.
Yeah.
There's nobody going. Your elbows above the rim, so slam it. And he had 17 rebounds, which is phenomenal. The other night against Tucker, he had 8 points and 8 rebounds. So he's got his average, 25 rebounds in 2 games. He averaged 12.5 for the year last year.
Good scoring. Cody Thompson dropped in 13. Clint Wagner came through and dropped in 12. 25 of your points came from the free throw line. You went to the line 33 times.
I got my wish, didn't I?
Yes.
I said I want 20 and over. If we can average 20 and over foul shots, we'll win 90% of those games. If you got 20 or more foul shots, number one, it means you're taking them to the hoop. Number two, it means you're getting it into the post, which is where we want it. And the kids did a good job at it.
Bronson Connick only scores 4 points, but
his defense was super. He played
defense,
a great game.
Yes.
And he didn't go array of how many he shot. He fed his post. He fed his teammates. So that's what the kids are really unselfish this year. They not that they were selfish in the other years. I'm just saying they're really unselfish with their play.
Team chemistry.
Well, just like I think Cody said in the dressing room, he said, guys, there's 8 of us. We're all seniors. We've been playing since we were in 5th grade together. And he just kind of smiled. Never said anything else. But kids did a good job up at Elkins. They did a good. You go on the road. I don't care what the team has. You can get beat.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen in that gym.
So you open up the 2010-2011 season with 2 wins, both of them on the road, and looking again at that's win 402 and 403 for you, Coach Sanders.
We don't need to count them.
Well, it's a milestone, which, as we talked about last year, not many coaches compile that many wins. You're on the road with our old buddy. You're on the road for 2 games. And then our old buddy Tom Yester and the Morgantown Mohegans come into the Knights Castle Tuesday night. And, of course, Morgantown High, they just reload.
Yeah, they're the same. They got Price back from last year, and I think Blemmings played well last year. Lusk is back from last year, and Barry Hill's back from last year, and, of course, Adrian. So, he's got a solid form of kids coming back. He's got some seniors. I think Watson's a senior. I think Drake's a senior, which to me he's your best player. Barry Hill's a senior. Blemmings a senior. Drake's their best guard. The one I fear more than Barry Hill or Lusk. Mm-hmm. But they're so big in the middle. Price is about 240, 230. Adrian,
he's a moose.
Adrian in the summer, played a lot of guard. I hope they keep him at guard.
At 6'8",
he played a lot of guard all summer.
It's kind of unique. He's probably one of the first freshmen that I've known in AAA basketball to earn a varsity letter. It shows you how good an athlete he is. Really, got a lot of playing.
If I'm not wrong, Colton Goff got one.
Okay, all right. Well,
and he was hurt as a sophomore.
Yeah. Okay.
He had the broken thing last year. He had a full season. Maybe we get a full one out of him this year.
We just don't see too many freshmen in AAA ball getting playing time and getting varsity letters. But again, Tom Yester last year was 19-5 and went to the quarterfinals of the state tournament, and he preseason ranked number 7. So they feel that not only based on what he did last year, but like you said, when you look at his returners, the Berry Hill boy back, and the Price boys back, and the Blemming boys back, and the Drake boys back from last year. A lot of athletes on that ball team.
They'll be tough to handle. They have much more depth than we do. I just got to convince my kids that we don't want to overrun. I don't want to run a little, but I don't want to overrun.
Tom Yester likes an up tempo. He likes fast break. He likes to get up and down the floor. And defensively, what are you going to do?
Well, we like to control the tempo. We really would. I'd like to get it to a half-court game with them. I'd like to run them a little bit. In years past, I think, just like last year, I think we beat them 57-39 or something of that nature. And the boys did a good job of controlling the tempo. You've got to control the tempo against Morgantown. If you don't, you're going to get beat. They have so much depth. He can go 8 or 9, 10 deep. And I can go 6 or 7 deep at the guard, but I can't at the post.
Defensively, Morgantown High wants to stop your transition points. They want to force turnovers so they can get the easy transition baskets. And it constantly changes defenses on you.
Yeah, it will. But we'll be used to it. These kids have been playing for me. I've had 4 of them have started 2 or 3 years. The kids they'll be ready to play if we can get the weather to cooperate.
So Tom Yester's going to do everything he can to mess up your offensive execution.
Well, it wasn't hard to mess up our offensive execution last year because we never executed anywhere the right side of the floor. So far the kids they've reversed the ball. They've done a great job doing that. They understand. You reverse the ball, you get an advantage. Plus the other team's playing defense. No team likes to play defense that hard.
I remember last year, Taylor Price came in, 6'4", 230, 240, a bull in a china shop. How is Colton and Murray going to react? Because we know what's going to happen when he comes in.
I think Colton and Murray are both. Oh no, he won't be coming in. He'll be starting. He's their center. But Colton and Murray played him in the summer. They played against them in tournaments, and Colton and Murray's pretty darn strong too. And Colton's 217, and Murray's 217, Colton's 200. So I think athletically, Colton's much better. And I think athletically, Murray is much quicker than Lemmings or Price. It's going to come down the same thing that come down when we played them in the summer. If our guards do a good job, we'll win a ballgame.
And I know the Berry Hill boy can shoot the threes.
I don't think they're as good as 3-point shooters they've been. As a whole team, they're better at penetrating. They're better at taking the ball to the hoop, pushing the ball down the floor this year. They don't have that Ryan Parsons or that one shooter that can, or like TJ or like Ryan Parsons, like I said, that will constantly bury threes on you.
Are there any really severe matchup problems between Preston and Morgantown High?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So you think you match up pretty well with them?
Yeah. Now, if I have to go deep into my bench now, I just don't have the big people to do that with.
And Coach Yester usually plays about 7 or 8 or 9 players.
And he knows my depth. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
He knows that if he could get Goff and Murray or one of them out of there, then he can really double the other one. See, you can't double Murray with Goff's man because then you're leaving a dangerous person over there.
Tuesday night, if again Mother Nature cooperates, the Morgantown Mohegans. This is our first game of the season. Plays the 2-0 Preston Knights. So come on out to the Knights Castle and watch Tom Yester and the Morgantown Mohegans against the Preston Knights.
Should be a great night.
Great night. You didn't play Southern last year. You played them in 2007. You beat them 53-38. You played them in 2008, 2009. You beat them 62-18. Didn't play them last year. Southern's already played one game. They beat Double-A Frankfurt 50-14 last week. Southern, it's kind of a strange team.
Well, we played them. They were in the league down in Fremont, and they got some talented kids. They beat us in the league one time. They were one of our only 2 losses. They'll play hard, and that's the key. They'll play hard, and you know how you were there when we played them from East Preston. It's tough playing at Southern. The boys will be ready to play them though. I know that because they didn't like losing to them in the summer. So they're not real tall, but they're very very well disciplined, very very strong defensively. So it'll be a tough game for us.
So it'll be Southern on the road next Friday night. Again, I have a non-conference game. Morgantown, NCAC. Of course, there's only 3 or 4 teams in the NCAC.
No, there's 6.
6.
East, West, North Preston University.
North Marion? Okay.
Because they're not out yet. They're going to be out. They got accepted to the
Okay.
Big Ten, but there's still 6.
And we'll talk more about the NCAC as we go along. And special congratulations to one of your starting basketball players. Cody Thompson was selected as the NCAC Soccer Player of the Year from a 15-1-1 soccer team, and made first team NCAC soccer.
Yep.
So congratulations to
That's
you,
good.
Cody.
He's an athlete. That'll
Yeah.
help on his way to playing college.
Following our T.J. Thompson along, T.J.'s been getting a little bit of playing time for the West Virginia Wesleyan Bobcats. They're 3-2, and he's been averaging 10, 11, 12 points. Minutes a game. He scored 7 points and 8 points and 5 points. So, as a freshman, he's getting playing time.
He's doing a good job, but I had no doubt he would.
Yeah. James Krogan for Seton Hill. They're 2-4. He's got in a couple games. He's just getting token minutes. He's yet to score this season for the Seton Hill basketball team. Looking at some of the scores over the weekend, Wheeling Park 92, University High 45.
Park's tough. I'd care. I really wouldn't want to play him. Not right now.
East Fairmont went down 73, Hampshire 44. McCutcheon boys scores 34 points.
He can drill it. That'll be another hard opponent for us.
West Fairmont 69, Elkins 51. West Fairmont Retton has a sophomore, a Horton boy, scored 31 points.
He's a good boy. They'll be tough to beat. I think they beat Bridgeport the other night too.
Lewis County loses to North Marion 64-46. North Marion also beat Musselman 94-71.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Remember the number of girls' games or boys' games?
No, those are. I went through those. I double checked them.
Well, I haven't been getting the Fairmont paper.
But it just seems.
No place in this area sells the Fairmont paper.
Yeah, but it's just. I think North Marion has been down for a while, and to put the hurting on Musselman like that.
Yeah.
I double checked it. I thought, there's girls' games. Of course, North Marion girls have been outstanding. But anyway, we'll double check. West Fairmont again turned around and beat Bridgeport 59-36 last night. So Dave Retton and the West Fairmont Polar Bears are starting off with a good season.
Yeah, they are. They're a good team.
But the important thing is Preston starts the season off with 2-0. Again, Morgantown comes into Knights Castle on Tuesday, and you're on the road again Friday to play the Southern Rams. Coach, good luck to you this week, and no injuries, or everyone's in good shape.
Yeah, Cody's got to hurt back a little bit, but he's working on it. He's got a little muscular problem there, spasms.
Well, good luck. So, on behalf of Coach Sanders, this is Gary Livengood thanking you for watching the Coach's Show.